Welcome. Congratulations on your purchase. You're almost ready to embark on your first epic adventure. But first, what is a role-playing game? Well, remember when you were kids and you used to play games of Let's Pretend, like Cops and Robbers? A role-playing game is kind of like that. Remember how some of the kids would pretend to be cops while others would take on the role of robbers? A role-playing game is kind of like that. But remember when you used to get into fights? Someone would get shot and they'd throw a tantrum, kicking and screaming, shouting that there was no possible way he could have been killed. Well, a role-playing game is exactly like that. But a role-playing game, or RPG, is so much more. There are so many roles to play. Do you enjoy the thought of hacking your way through your enemies using your mighty sword, confident that no harm can come to you? Well, then you should be a munchkin. Someone so focused on combat that they end up killing everything, including character, plot, and mood. Or would you prefer to overcome obstacles using divine knowledge, manipulating the world through the use of scripture? Well, then you are clearly meant to be a rules lawyer, whose power is so incredible that he can bring the world to a complete halt while pointing out the important distinctions between neutral and neutral evil tendencies. Or do you enjoy moving in the shadows, protecting and enriching yourself at the expense of others? Well, then you should be a loophole expert, who uses uncorrected errata and creative interpretation to make his first-level character more powerful than the gods on Olympus. The important thing to remember is that gaming is a social activity. And you're about to be introduced to your new best friend, Dice.
Where the hell is my four-sided?
What?
Where the hell is my four-sided?
Can you give me a hand with this? Never mind, I got it. Thanks.
Perhaps I have gone mad. Perhaps I am but the dream of some butterfly who, due to a trauma suffered during caterpillardom, now finds it necessary that I lose my D4. For a moment ago, a certain amount of the air in this room was displaced by my die.
I'm pretty sure you're not a butterfly.
Well, that's very kind of you to say, but it's the only argument that agrees with strict empiricism. If my die is missing, I am a butterfly.
Hey, Descartes, your dice are right there.
Not my four-sided.
It's right there.
I'm looking for my purple four-sided.
It's right there.
I'm looking for my purple crystal four-sided.
It's right there.
I'm looking for my marble purple crystal four-sided.
It's right there.
I'm looking for my lucky marble purple crystal four-sided.
My mistake. You are a butterfly.
Thank you.
May I suggest we simply walk around until one of us steps on it?
Can't believe this.
Here, I'll help you the way my mom always helped me. Did you look?
Fuck off, then die in that order, please. Thank you.
What do you need a four-sided for anyway? You're a fighter.
I have a dagger.
And a vorpal sword, and a lance of sharpness, and a +4 footman's mace, and a
Those are completely inappropriate for close fighting.
Oh, you're using logic now? What did you do when you were trapped in a closet with a zombie?
Casting Flame Strike was a flawless plan.
Almost.
Look, the player's handbook clearly states that fighters can use all available weapons, and that includes daggers. Therefore, I'm going to carry a dagger. I know my rights. I know my rights.
Fine, fine.
Look, we can't start until I find it.
Well, we can't start until Aaron and John get here anyway.
Aaron. We can't start till Aaron gets here? Well, that should give me a couple more hours to look for it. Ah!
Did you find your D4?
I found a four-sided.
Ironically, you just took 1d4 damage.
This isn't mine. You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. Shit! Yeah, it's all the same. Guy's going hardcore until he gets married. And then, oh my god!
Okay, doing it 3 times in a row is just stupid.
Bill, we've known each other for such a long time. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what. Shit.
Wow.
I can explain.
Stay where you are.
This is a misunderstanding.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
When you hear the truth, you're gonna laugh.
People know that I'm here.
It's Sharon's. Sharon left that down here.
Property of Bill Stiteler.
Shit.
Hail Eris.
Shit.
All hail Discordia.
Shit.
And what's this? Why, it's the chaos symbol superimposed on top of the anarchy symbol. Edgy.
I am in hell.
And here we have a handwritten list. GURPS Crow.
Shit.
GURPS Beastmaster.
Shit.
GURPS Clash of the Titans?
Lord, why have you forsaken me?
God, man, why the hell did you hold on to that thing?
You want to know what's even more embarrassing?
This couldn't possibly get any more embarrassing.
I bought this with money I got from my teacher.
Nerd! You know, I think you can get arrested for that kind of thing nowadays. All right, let's go.
Go where?
Well, as hush money for this little endeavor, I'm going to let you buy me a new four-sided.
Oh, of course I am. You know, if we're not here when John and Aaron show up, they're going to be pissed.
Fine. We can stay, and I can continue looking for my die. And then we can see what other things I might find down here.
Let's go.
Okay, let me ask you something. You think good is really stronger than evil?
That's what everything I've ever read or seen has told me.
That's just the lies, man. It's the lies.
Oi!
I thought we were gaming today.
We are gaming today.
So,
At noon,
right, and it's 1,
so you're late.
but I thought I had a good 2 hours before Aaron got here, right? Right? Right?
Oi! Are you ready to go?
Dude, doing a Kai test takes a lot of time.
I'm not waiting for you to do a probability test on a die you're not going to use. Look, if we're not there when Aaron shows up, he's going to leave and we're not going to see him again.
Yeah, right, like Aaron's gonna get there before we do.
I called him twice today. He'll be there.
But when?
Will he remember to bring his character?
Will he remember to bring his dice?
Will he remember to bring his hours of complaints about his girlfriend?
Will he remember to bring his girlfriend?
Will he remember to act out the psychosexual nature of their relationship through their characters?
Talk to the kobolds? Debbie, you can't talk to kobolds. I mean, in the first place, you don't speak the kobold tongue. You don't even speak their alignment language. And in the second place, nobody talks to kobolds. All right? They're not there so you can have discussions with them. They're there so you can go into their caverns, kill them, and take their stuff. Negotiate? Fine. Talk to the kobold. Oh, maybe you want to give them your cell phone number, too. I saw you talking to Dwayne, you whore!
I don't understand this stupid world of yours.
Don't you call my world
coffee?
Yes, please. Look, just because Aaron manages to turn every gaming session into a dark carnival of the soul doesn't mean that's going to happen this time.
Bill's right. We shouldn't have a glass is completely empty frame of mind. We should have a glass may have been half full at one point frame of mind.
You guys are so cynical. I choose to believe that Aaron can be there. Sometime. Today. Certainly before dark.
Coffee.
Yes, please.
Hey, that's Neil Gaiman. I wonder if he got that fan letter I sent him.
Security.
So we had the first meeting of the role-playing group at school.
That just boggles my mind.
Why? You helped me with the proposal.
I just can't see how this won't end with you in front of the PTA and them wielding pitchforks, screaming, "He's the one perverting our children!"
Where did you grow up?
In a very small town. You don't understand, man. They passed chick tracts around like currency. There was this girl, her parents wouldn't let her go to school on Friday the 13th one time because she'd heard that Satanists were going to be kidnapping blonde virgins.
But your parents let you go to school.
Well, yeah, fuck you.
So how did you get a group together?
I didn't. I didn't have a group until I was a junior in high school, and I found this group of seniors who've been playing in secret for years. It's hard not to be a freak who skulks about when you have to, skulk about.
Crypto gamers. Weird.
You claim to be a Catholic, but we think you still hold true to the illusionist class. I didn't even understand that you could use 2 10-sided die to roll percentiles.
What?
I got my first set, and I was just pissed that there was no 100-sider in there. And then I got the expert set when it came out, and I was like, finally! But then I got chipped again, twice.
Didn't you read the instructions on
Why would I read instructions on how to roll dice? Do I look like I'm stupid?
So, you didn't have a group together. How did you,
Well, I bought all the adventures and all the modules, and I read them straight through, just in case, a game spontaneously broke out.
So you just accumulated all this information for no purpose?
No, it was way worse than that. Sometimes I would play the adventures in my head.
You played D&D with yourself?
I prefer to say I played by myself rather than with myself, because, it sounds better.
That has to be the saddest thing I think I've ever heard.
What?
Playing D&D by yourself.
Oh man, that's the best! I remember this time my paladin fought his way through each of the 9 hells, slayed Asmodeus, and married his daughter.
Uh-huh.
Well, it took him until 5th level to do it.
And ladies and gentlemen, before the internet...
So anyway, we had the first meeting of the RPG group.
What adventure did you play?
Borderlands.
Nice.
Good solid grounding in the classics, huh?
Yeah, well, they spent an hour and a half rolling up characters, and then they split up within the first 10 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, the thief announced he was sneaking off to look for treasures.
Because they're just going to be out in the open like that. Oh, that is so cute.
To be level 1 again.
Well, I hope you taught them a lesson and slayed them to the last man with wandering monsters.
No, I bloodied him a little bit and let him make it back to town.
Thought you said you were trying to teach them something.
I am.
Well, how do you expect them to learn anything if you don't execute them every time they make a mistake?
So I should force them to keep re-rolling characters until they enter every room like a SWAT team, checking every ceiling for lurkers above and every floor for trappers.
Lurkers above. You're such an English major.
Role-playing the Sapphire way is a fine, fine tone.
And just when I think we couldn't get any nerdier.
Look, I'm serious about this. You can't just let these kids do whatever the hell they want all willy-nilly.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm taking survival advice from a man who teleported to Egypt, used a wish to summon Sutek, and then proceeded to call him an ass face.
Well, he has an ass for a face.
The man who, upon being enthroned as Lord of the Archmagi, announces he's retiring and reclassifying as a barbarian, pulls out a short sword and starts killing everyone.
It was a +2 short sword which could only be wielded by barbarians. What the hell else was I supposed to do with it? Are you trying to say that I'm irrational?
I think we've established that, yes.
Okay. Fine. Hey, John. would you like to borrow my copy of Fellowship of the Ring?
No.
I just thought that you might like to borrow it, considering that you've never watched it before.
You've never watched Lord of the Rings?
I saw the last two.
Dude, Fellowship is like the best of the three.
So you say, and I'll take your word on that. And I'm sure that Mr. Peter Jackson's version of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings, is fine, just dandy, just fine and dandy. And I'm sure that it's just great for anybody who doesn't care enough about the books to not notice that Tom Bombadil isn't fucking in it. And that these movies that they spend $1 billion on, they couldn't afford to go back and reshoot the most critical scenes in the entire series to put on one of the 17 DVDs that they re-released.
So the most important part of Lord of the Rings is meeting Tom Bombadil?
Don't you fucking start.
What?
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll come over to your house tomorrow night and we'll have a movie night. We'll watch Fellowship of the Rings and then we can watch Saving Private Ryan. You don't want to watch that one? How about Big? Or Castaway? I hear that Bosom Buddies is out on DVD. We could spin up a couple episodes of that.
Does Bill have some kind of a problem with Tom Hanks?
No, I don't. Shut up.
Dude, Mazes and Monsters was like an eon ago.
Not to me it wasn't!
Whoa! Dude, chill!
Have you ever run down the street after a garbage truck screaming, "Well, I have"?
His grandmother was babysitting for like a week and she kind of overreacted.
How could they give that man 2 Academy Awards?
It's the smallest cuts that are the hardest to heal.
I managed to get the garbage truck to stop, but my book still smelled like cabbage, and I never got my death squad lieutenant back.
She really flipped out, huh?
It was very tense until my parents returned. And then she gave him this long lecture about how D&D was a tool of Satan.
You know, I never understood that. Because most of the time you were good characters fighting evil, right?
Thank you.
Sure, there were devils and stuff in the manuals, but if anything, it wasn't evidence of Satanism. It was evidence of how much pot the game designers were smoking in the 70s. You're walking through a dark forest, and suddenly a bear appears, and wait, it's got the head of an owl. It's an owl bear.
Treasure type pizza. Save versus paranoia, or spend 1d4 hours in the corner giggling uncontrollably.
I wonder what it would be like to play D&D high.
And you probably just sit in a basement eating junk food and talking about crap.
Can we do some in-town stuff while we wait?
You haven't made it to town yet.
But we were riding up to the portcullis.
Which slams down, killing you instantly and wrecking your charisma. The Dungeon Master wins. Give me your dice.
Thank you for being 14 years old again.
Now, it is the Dungeon Master's job to take on the role of every other character in the universe. I must therefore try to kill you.
No, it's the Dungeon Master's job to create a magical world of fantasy and adventure where we can all spend an enjoyable evening together taking part in an epic story.
Dude.
Nerd.
Shut up! Shut up! You guys are all jerks!
You done? To answer your question, yes, you can do in-town stuff while you're waiting.
I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, you know what? That's your default position. You can tell me when the first thing you do in town is not get drunk.
Can I get my loot repaired?
Oh, right. Well, let's see. Normally we would have said that the sword destroyed it, but we'll just say that the bridge was hewn, so yeah, you can get that repaired.
Okay, but I'm saving the wood.
Right.
Why would you want to save the wood?
You're not even here. You don't even see any of this.
Do I see that his loot has new wood on it?
Oh, Jesus. No, you do not see that the bridge has new wood on it.
Do you remember to add in my perception bonus? Look, if I saw the old wood, that would make me suspicious.
I suppose.
I catch you going through my stuff and you're a dwarf on a stick.
I've done some crazy shit in my day, I know. But I would never go through another character's shit.
Mm-hmm. I left my pop in the car.
Oh, can you grab me something?
I would also like something out of the fridge if it's not too much trouble.
Sure.
A nice, refreshing cola beverage.
Okay.
Cherry.
Okay.
Diet cherry.
Okay.
In a glass?
Okay.
With ice?
Okay.
So you're gonna try to break into the room.
Of course.
For what reason?
What?
For what reason?
I don't understand the question.
Let me put it to you this way. The only reason you want to break into the room is because you, Duck, the player, believe that there's something that he, John, the player, has in there he doesn't want you to see.
Right.
So you have no in-character reason for doing this.
I suppose not.
So how are you justifying your character taking this action? Touché. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll allow this, but only if you can do it in the style of a text adventure.
All right. Look.
You are in a hallway. There are exits to the east and west down the hallway. There's a closet to the northwest and a door to the room to the south. Your room is to the north. There is a bucket next to the closet.
Open door.
Which door do you want to open, the room door or the closet door?
Open room door.
How do you want to open the room door?
Open room door with handle.
Which handle do you want to use to open the room door handle or the handle on the bucket?
Open room door with room door handle.
It is locked.
Unlock room door.
How do you want to unlock the room door?
Unlock room door with key.
Which key do you want to use to unlock the room door key or the dungeon key?
Unlock room door with room door key.
Which room door do you want to unlock with the room door key? Your room door or the door to the room to the south?
Unlock north room door with north room door key.
I'm sorry, that sentence is too long for me to understand. You've been eaten by a group, pendejo.
Obfuscate.
Damn it, where'd he go?
Left his stuff behind wherever he went.
Now we can go through it.
Hooray!
Hey, be careful, there's some very valuable stuff in there.
What, your soul?
Your virginity.
Even better.
Gasp.
Stunning work, Dr. Jones. I only have 3 copies of that myself.
This is not the packaging you should be concerning yourself with, but rather what it contains. The character sheet of one Steve White, the original owner of this tome in 1984.
Slightly yellowed college-ruled paper.
Yes.
3-hole punch with the punches torn out.
Oh, yes.
And the character's name is...
Hold on! I want to put some money down on this.
Okay, I've got $1.
No, big spender. Alright.
You get 1 question each.
Class.
Thief.
Single class.
Single class.
Alignment.
Neutral evil.
Oh, that's my second least favorite alignment. Let's see. Neutral evil thief. Shadow von Nightwalker.
Grey Dark Dagger.
I'm sorry, but the answer we were looking for is Ash Raventhorn. Ash Raventhorn. You should have stuck with the classics.
Half elf.
Half elf.
That would have been my first choice.
But don't worry, we have some lovely parting gifts for you.
First edition rules.
Indeed it does.
No, I mean the actual rules. All the nonsensical bullshit they threw in here that we never questioned, like how females have a strength penalty, and in the case of fighters, cannot have strength greater than 1850.
Right, and in addition, upon attaining 7th level, champion, females have to retire, settle down, and have children. They can henceforth wear no armor other than studded leather, perhaps with a garter belt, and they have to perform oral sex on their husbands upon request.
Plus, elves can't be rangers.
Could you get a better look into the psyche of a 12-year-old nerd?
What? A giant red golden thong wearing demon holding a naked woman in one hand and a giant sword in the other. What could possibly be wrong with that?
I would like to point out that the girdle of masculinity and femininity was a cursed item, but the eye of Vecna was not.
Hey, gouging out my own eyeball to replace it with the eldritch organ of some undying lich is one thing. But I don't want a vagina. Ew.
Don't worry about it. Strange that that was the only sex-related cursed item.
Well, what do you want? The ring, curse -1, small wiener?
Would that be the cock ring cursed -1?
No, that would be the cock ring of invisibility.
It only works until you attempt to backstab.
Cock ring of delusion. It makes you think it's bigger than it really is.
Cock ring of human control.
Cock ring of regeneration.
Cock ring of wizardry.
Cock ring of free action.
Cock ring of warmth.
Cock ring of magic missile.
Cock ring of rulership.
Cock ring of smiting!
Cock ring +5, holy avenger.
Cock ring of alignment change!
Cock ring of Orcus.
Okay. We've got to stop. I can't breathe.
The one true cock ring.
One cock ring to rule them all.
One cock ring to find them. One cock ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, bind them.
Ah! Hey, I found it!
Convert.
No.
Convert.
I say thee nay.
Man, if you would spare your life, convert now.
Never!
Oh, come on, convert already.
No, I don't wanna.
Where's the damn light? You've got to convert to 3rd edition.
Why?
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 What the hell kind of question is that? It's the new edition.
So?
It's the new edition. It's one number higher. You've got to use the new edition.
No, I refuse.
Are you insane?
I've spent untold hours putting this character together. I've carefully weighed out the pluses and minuses of each and every skill.
Before taking blind fighting and Iachutsu.
Like everybody else.
I've made a detailed character history that outlines all the major events that have ever happened to him since his dad forgot his 3rd birthday. And furthermore, I've spent over $400 goddamn on kid books, so I ain't switching.
I can't have one person be 2nd
Hold
edition.
on. I got this. Hey, Duck. In 3rd edition, they get rid of racial restrictions on character classes.
So?
So, any race can be any class. You can have a half-orc ranger. You can have a gnome barbarian. You can have a drow monk.
Drow monks. This game has drow monks.
As player characters.
This has got to be some kind of a trick.
With no level restrictions.
Give me the book. This is the one with that open license thing, right?
Yep.
So they combined RPGs with Linux? What is this, some kind of geek heroin?
Well, it's supposed to inspire people to create their own wonderfully diverse games that all play like D&D. All right, well, while we're waiting for Aaron, I will walk you through character creation.
What?
I'll walk you through character creation.
Bitch! I've created more characters than you've had hot meals. I've made characters for games that you've never heard of and I've never played. I've made character histories that make the Silmarillion look like Cliff's Notes. If I were stuck on a desert island with only a sheet of graph paper and a DM made out of coconuts, I could still roll up a character using a random number generator in my head that would pass the Chi test. I made a character for the price of freedom in less than an hour. When I have Alzheimer's, from all the aluminum foil I've chewed in my life and I can't remember the names of my loved ones, I'll still remember the armor class of my first fighter magic user thief from the front, back, surprised, with or without his +4 sword defender. All I need to know is what my THACO is.
They don't do THACO anymore.
What?
Well, they don't do THACO anymore. See, they've unified the system so that bigger numbers are always better.
I'm sorry. We were talking about to-hit rolls. And then you suddenly started talking like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Look, it's really simple. You start with an armor class of 10, and then the numbers get bigger.
Bigger?
So armor class 11 is 1 level better.
Armor class 11? There is no armor class 11!
I'm sorry, but there is.
They changed THACO. They changed THACO? You don't change THACO!
But it's better this way.
Sure. And it would be better yet if instead of a Lich's touch draining levels, instead it gave us an enhanced sense of our own self-esteem. How about, instead of making saving throws, we all close our eyes and wish really, really hard not to get hurt? How about, instead of hoarding gold, a dragon's cave was filled with tasty cookies? Oh, I know I'd like that. How about, instead of recreating epic fantasy, we all learn the value of sharing? Shall we trade magic user spells for affirmation and hit points for hugs? Next thing you're going to tell me magic users can use swords. Oh my god!
Said the man who wanted to create a drow monk.
A drow monk would be cool. It goes against the whole universe of Dungeons and Dragons for magic users to use swords.
Yes, they try to pick one up, it scoots across the floor.
And what if you had 4 magic users, 1 in each corner of a room, walking towards the sword in the middle?
Then the universe folds in upon itself.
And you become your own grandpa.
Gandalf used a sword.
Bitch, I know you're not going to make me embarrass you by saying that Gandalf is a Maya.
Just checking.
They can wear armor now, too.
I am seriously freaking out here. Night is day and right is wrong.
Oh, come on. They're just trying to get rid of those silly game balance rules that didn't make any sense.
Oh, great. So now it's GURPS.
Whoa, hey.
Take that back.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push it that far. I didn't mean it.
Look, just roll up your drow monk and everything will be all right.
What has happened to the world? The world of Greyhawk. I suppose I can't subdue dragons anymore either.
No, you cannot defeat a 1,000-year-old super-intelligent magic-wielding lizard by hitting it with the flat of your sword.
Why would you want to subdue a dragon anyway?
To ride him.
Oh, right. I forgot.
See, that's why in your first homemade adventure, your characters always come across an unattended dragon nest just as the eggs are hatching.
Ah! Repressed memories surfacing. A second-level fighter. Stealing Thor's hammer.
You know, I thought it was bad enough when the good TSR was killed off by its evil twin and they got rid of all the gods and demons. But this is heresy.
Well, you know, I was this close to worshipping Garl Glittergold, but then they changed deities and demigods to legends and lore. Soulless corporate bastards.
Were they more afraid that we were going to worship devils or that we'd beat off to that topless picture of Bast?
So, Drow Monk then.
No, it's all tainted now. I can't believe they changed THACO.
The artwork's better, though.
Compared to the van art they used to have? Yes, it is better. Here, let me draw you a picture of a turkey using only my hand and a piece of paper. That's better too.
How about we play anything besides Dungeons and Dragons next time?
Like what?
Between us, we have every game ever made and every module for every game ever made since 1978.
Hey, Cthulhu!
Oh!
What?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll play Call of Cthulhu with you next week if the adventure we play isn't the following. You are summoned by an old friend to a decrepit mansion in a remote location, near a village where the townspeople are constantly looking at the house but never speak of it. Strange things are happening, and he wants you to investigate. Ooh! Soon you discover that there's a monster in the house, which you cannot fight, and then you have to spend the rest of the adventure trying to act afraid of empty hallways while looking for what door the secret library is behind and what page from Nyarlathotep's bedtime stories for great old ones you have to read to make the house burn down. The end. Next.
That is not the description of every Call of Cthulhu game you've ever played. It's the description of every Call of Cthulhu adventure that I've ever played.
Next.
Shadowrun.
We could just play Quake and get the same effect.
We can play GURPS.
Hey, Marvel.
Who owns that?
I do.
Oh, you're the one. I suppose you have the Ultimate Powers book, too.
No.
Sky Realms of Jarun.
Is that actually a game? I thought it was just a series of ads in Dragon.
No elves.
That was Talislana, jack off.
Vampire.
Or we could cut out the middleman and go straight to having gay butt sex with each other.
Zing.
Oh, I am so tormented, and I have nothing but my French lace cuffs and velvet ascot to comfort me.
Dude, that is really narrow-minded. It wasn't just gay vampires. There were gay werewolves, too.
Gay werewolves.
Children of Gaia.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, how about we play Cult?
Let me see. I'm not 16 years old anymore. I'm not listening to Danzig as far as I can recall. Rollmaster. You have a problem with Rollmaster?
Let me put it this way. You begin marching across the desert. Consult table 136 to determine which foot you begin marching on. Consult table 143 to see if you have tied your laces correctly. If you have not tied your laces correctly, consult table 143b to see what kind of knot you have accidentally tied your laces into. If table 143b indicates that you have tied your laces into multiple knots, consult table 143c to see how many knots you have tied your laces into. Oh my god, make it stop next!
How about we play a superhero game?
Marvel!
No, I mean like a good superhero game.
Do you remember what happened the last time we played a superhero game?
It was awesome.
New York City was dragged into hell.
But it was awesome.
Nuke York. Criminy, that was sweet.
I'm not running it.
Well, fuck you then. I'll run it. And it'll be all cool and Alan Moore and shit. Our characters will dick each other over.
They do that already.
Yeah, but this time it'll be intentional. The best superhero game ever played.
Man, I don't know if I'm up for Champions.
Well, Champions is alright.
The last time we played Champions, we played for 10 hours and didn't get out of the first round of combat.
Oh, that's why I came up with house rules for Champions.
That's why everyone comes up with house rules for Champions.
I'm not talking about champions. I'm talking about villains and vigilantes.
Ooh. 35-year-old experiencing nostalgia. Stand back, there may be a VH1 series crashing down on me any second.
I don't know, man. I mean, you can't go home again.
Fuck that. Yes, you can.
No, you don't understand. I've read too many Vertigo comics. I'm out of ideas.
It's easy, man. It's easy.
Look, I wrote my thesis on the deconstruction of superheroes in a postmodern world. I can't go back to that well anymore.
Yes, you can. Just think of any catchphrase, any buzzword.
Broadband.
Now think, what superhero powers does he have?
Electric bolts. Super knowledge from any website he can access.
And it's villains and vigilantes. He has to have something completely random.
Claw feet.
Now ask yourself this question. How would Jeff D. illustrate this?
Jeff D. Shit, I can see it.
Jeff D., man.
I'm in. I don't believe you guys!
I'm sorry, Bill.
That was supposed to be a surprise? Where the hell do you think we're from?
I thought you were being ironical.
Does Aaron know?
Of course Aaron knows.
But he kept talking about trying to figure out who the traitor was.
That's just because it was so obvious that it was the Burgermeister.
I count.
Whatever. He thought you were trying to pull some kind of a double cross on us or something.
I could still be doing that.
Well, no, you can't, see, because the Burgermeister is the one who gave us the wand that he said was sure to defeat the dragon that was actually leading the orcs. Bill? Bill? And if somebody gives you a one-shot magic item that's guaranteed to defeat the monster, it means they're double-crossing
I
you.
know what it means. I didn't think you knew what it meant.
What, you think we just fell off the turnip truck from Saltmarsh or something?
Shut up, Duck. Hey, if it's any consolation, it's been a really good adventure. I've had a good time playing it.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Some of those puzzles on third level were...
Lifted from other adventures.
Yes, I know. But the some of the traps, the way you arranged them was real nice.
Yeah, like when you put that bottomless pit at the end of that room with the frictionless floor. That was pretty good. I never saw anybody do that before.
Look, can we just play? We were having a good time.
Fine. You are in a 10 by 10 room. There is an orc standing next to a lever.
That's original.
Blow me.
Save versus wands.
Alright, I suppose it was a little obvious.
Especially when you named him Goodman.
Shut up!
I'm just saying.
So are we okay?
I suppose.
And you're not going to suddenly decide that the Burger King or whatever is Asmodeus or Tiamat and he's suddenly going to kill us?
No, I'll keep it the same. He's the Tarask, riding a tank made of poisonous acid.
As long as you're not mad.
Alright, let's get started.
As the sun dies in ochre death in the gloaming twilight of the day.
Hello. Yes. Yes, honey, I'm winning. Yeah. Yeah, in a little while. Okay. Bye. Sorry.
As the sun dies in ochre death in the gloaming
Hello. No, I can't talk about that right now. I'm about to kill somebody. Sorry.
As the sun... God... Damn... Oh. Hi, Mom. No, I just hit my knee.
Hello. No, we already
I'm
sold
with
it.
some friends now,
Sorry.
so... Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll call you right back. Okay.
Hey, man, what's up? No, I don't want to see that
No,
crap, dude.
no, I don't know where
Independent
Aaron is.
film
We're waiting for
completely
him.
overrated.
We're waiting for him here.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
All right.
no, I don't need
What
one of those.
up?
Sure. Thanks.
Fucking A. You've got to be kidding me. They're releasing another sequel to that
Hello?
crap?
Sharon.
Hello.
Why are you calling me from upstairs?
No, the offer is
Hello.
too low.
No, look,
No.
we're trying to get something done. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Dude,
Alright,
thanks.
Cybertron. Everybody fucking knows that.
As the sun dies in ochre death.
Pizza's done. Hey, can I borrow your limited edition authentic Highlander katana? Connor, not Duncan. Duncan sucks.
No, you can't.
Why it's not?
I'll tell you why it's not. Because I don't have it anymore. That's why it's not.
You lose it?
No.
It gets stolen?
No.
You enlodge it in the lighting fixture of some underground parking garage or something?
No. I sold it.
Whoa.
Oh. That was like the geekiest thing you own.
Yeah, that and your copy of Metamorphosis Alpha.
Sold that too.
Star Wars promotional mints, mint in box.
Sold.
Whoa.
Never opened Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper that has missiles that actually fire and present an extreme choking hazard.
Sold.
Whoa.
Official shooting script from The Matrix that shows they actually added in the line, whoa.
Sold.
Whoa. Why?
And I got tired of looking at it.
Your collection? The greatest geek collection known to nerd?
It was junk. I woke up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat last week from this dream that I had. I couldn't quite remember it. All I know is that it scared the living shit out of me. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I got up and checked on some auctions that I was watching, and then I remembered my nightmare. I was this tired, old, fat little man, like a bag lady with a cart, only I wasn't on the street, I was in hell, or after the apocalypse, or whatever. And my hair was oily, and my teeth were falling out, and I was so happy. All my collectibles were strapped to my back. Boxes and boxes of toys that I'd never played with, junk that I'd paid hundreds of dollars for because somebody told me it was rare. I could see my face. This smile there, this thin, sad little smile just made me sick. I realized I was either going to be this guy or I was this guy. A guy who only wanted things because other people couldn't have them. So I started selling things. I sold everything. Just sold the last of the Empire Strikes Back bubblegum cards this morning. Some museum doing a pop culture exhibit. Good riddance.
You got rid of all of your geek stuff.
I still have most of my books. I still have the stuff for the games that I play. I just didn't want the crap anymore. I'm not a slave to my possessions.
Labyrinth?
What?
You sold everything you own because of Labyrinth?
What?
That scene where Sarah is surrounded by the old ladies and they have all their junk on their back and she screams, "Oh, this is all junk!" And then she runs off to fight David Bowie's codpiece. That's from Labyrinth, man.
God. Oh, I changed my life because of Labyrinth.
Regrets?
Not at all. I'm just glad to get those dust collectors out of my house.
Still, man. Labyrinth?
Now, Buddha sat in front of the wall and was enlightened. Just be careful about who you tell that story to in the future.
Are you comparing David Bowie's codpiece to the Buddha?
No, only to the wall.
Does David Bowie's codpiece have a Buddha nature?
I'm not having this discussion with you again.
Well, I've suddenly realized that it's been my lifelong ambition to journey halfway across the world to put a shard into a dark crystal, bringing an ending that is not only hard to hear, but completely unintelligible to my 10-year-old brain. So, without further ado, I bid you adieu.
Yeah, I got an early day tomorrow.
Yeah, alright, well, just leave the stuff like it is for right now. I'll clean it up later.
Hey guys, got any Mountain Dew?
Where the fuck have you been?
I was thinking about games while I was washing my cloak, and I lost track of time. So we playing, or you bitches a bunch of flumps?
Wrap your lips around my rod of wondrous power.
Alright, well, as you ride into town, you notice that the sky has not only turned dark, but that there's a hint of Icarus green in the setting sun.
I attempt to disbelieve.
I have an arrow knock.
I ready a potion.
Shut up! The captain of the guard hails you as the portcullis closes for the night behind you.
So what were you thinking about?
Oh, I was trying to figure out what I get from playing RPGs. You know, really, what do I get from these games? Well, two things, really. The first is that I need to concentrate really, really hard if I'm going to properly pronounce the word melee. And the second is, you know, no matter how weird it sounds, you guys are some of the best friends that I have ever made.
I try to backstab Aaron.
Roll it.
Oh.
Oh!
One lucky roll of the evening.
Alright, okay, so
Blades of Steel.
Schnickets, the rhythms, the role-playing games. Try to step to my dwarf and you will never be the same. I'm like the sword from Melnibone. I suck your soul while I cut to your bones. Still wanna roll to hit? Well, bring it, son. Like Highlander said, there could be only one hero of supremacy. One TSRHNIC. If one's left standing, you know that it's me, because my decks and my wits have such harmony. Fa la 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 means you don't have the stats to save you, brah. Do re mi so fa ti la means my spells from the L's killed your grandma. Each dungeon I crawl in, I jump another level. I slayed your girlfriend cause that harpy was a devil. My charisma's so high, my arm's so strong. Those lusty wenches to my ass they belong. Cause I'm the brother who will roll the crit each time your bard starts talking some shit. If Thor is a god, then how'd I beat his ass? If Splinter's a ninja, then how'd I beat his ass? When Gandalf said, you shall not pass, that chump-sucker fish failed to beat my armor class. And now he's lying down underneath 6 feet of ground with some broken-ass teeth. Fa la 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 means you don't have the stats to save you, brah. Do re mi so fa ti la means my spells from the L's killed your grandma. Fa la 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 means you don't have the stats to save you, brah. Do re mi so fa ti la means you need some more training from Dagobah. That's right. Find that Muppet. Get some training. Come back and get your ass beat again. 20 critical. Peace.
I broke up with Dwayne, to be with you.
Yeah, well,
I
I've
left
seen
Dwayne.
the way you look at him. All right, I know. It's that fucking beard, isn't it? That big Gandalf beard he has. That's
What
what's
about the
turning
way
you
you
on.
look at
I'm
me?
sorry, I can't
You don't look
grow
at me.
a beard
You
like
can't
that.
even look at me unless you're wearing that goddamn
Oh,
suit.
no,
I don't get
let's
any
not
interest in
start that
acting.
again,
And
all
here
right?
it is, a
Just
Saturday
because
night.
I'm trying to use my imagination a little bit, then suddenly I'm some kind of